Hi, I'm Erica, and I'm here today to give you some tips on cutting strips with our strip dies. You know, our strip dies are one of my favorite things that we have. They are set up a little differently. They strictly have lengthwise blades, so there's no crosswise blades on it. And although you can cut strips other ways, like with a rotary cutter, this is so fast, it's so easy and accurate, you can have all your strips done in no time. So I just want to show you how I do that. Now, if you just want to cut a few, this is actually the 2.5-inch strip die today, and there are 3 of them on here. And if all I wanted was to cut those 3, I could go ahead and prep my fabric, take my ruler, measure out just about 1/4 inch or so on either side of those blades, and pre-cut my fabric that way. But I want to go ahead and cut a lot of fabric here, because I can cut up to 6 layers on my Go dies. And our dies are set up to use your fabric straight off of the bolt. If you don't have a center fold, you may want to press it out and repress that. Now I'm going to make use of my placement line on here. I'm going to go ahead and get my straight edge here. I'm going to line it up using my placement line. I want my fabric just on the other side. I'm going to minimize my waist there, but I do want to get a good clean cut. I want to make sure that I'm using my line up here. Then what I'm going to do is what we call fan folding. And I'm going to take my fabric and I'm going to fan fold it across my die. I want my fold to be, again, just on the other side of that blade so that I minimize any kind of fabric waste and make the most of it, but I do get a good clean cut. And then I can go ahead and fold this one more time back. Now, because we can do 6 layers and this fabric's already folded in half, I'm going to have to stop after this and go ahead and cut. So I've got that. I'm going to go ahead, smooth it out. I've got some extra here. I'm just going to loosely roll this up on the side. Go ahead, put my mat on top. Now today I'm using the Go Big Electric, so I'm going to take my die over here and put this through. Now I want to be sure and take this fabric off. I don't want that on top of my die when it goes through. Put this through, and it's going to do all the work for me. By the time this comes out, I'm going to have enough 2.5-inch strips to bind a queen-size quilt, and I think that's pretty fabulous. With the Go Big, it's just going to go ahead and run through, and if I needed to go check on something else, it would just sit here and wait for me. I'm going to slide this mat off, and you can see I've got all of my strips right here. I've got hardly any waste. I've got perfect strips, and I'm ready to bind that queen-size quilt. For more tips like this on using our dies and our strip dies, you can look at AccuQuilt.com. Remember, at AccuQuilt, we want to help you cut time so you can quilt more.